So a real chosen one knows that healing is a part of their evolution. So for them to be able to ascend, spiritual ascent, find purpose, become their greatest version, they understand that there is some healing work supposed to be done. Because you see, one of the things you can realize as a chosen person is that nothing really comes to you on a silver plate. So before you do meet your greatest version, there's going to be a lot of healing work to do on yourself. Energy clearing, cleansing, spiritual and physical detoxing, getting rid of past karma, cutting ties, and at the same time having to heal your own personal addictions. Now let us dive into these addictions. As a chosen one, you have most likely been involved in very probably toxic relationships, or probably you have grown up in a very difficult family environment. Now, along your journey, you have, due to the pressure, okay, there was a lot of pressure as you was growing up. Everything was like almost impossible. Things was difficult, which I understand. I'm a chosen one, so I do know. Due to this pressure, you have these ways that you used to cope. Most likely, you was dealing with a very difficult parent. So sometimes you had to go away, maybe leave the house and run off the entire day. Go meet some friends somewhere out there. You don't even really like these people. You went out there, you got involved with these people. Probably there was drug addicts, probably there was drunkards, and they dragged you along to go with them to the pubs, maybe to go with them drink a beer or two. Now, one beer after another one event led to another one. And then somewhere, somehow, you caught up with this drinking addiction. A chosen person is an empath. Empaths, whatever they are, they tend to absorb other people's energies. If you are around beautiful souls, you definitely is going to absorb beautiful energy. If you are around negative, toxic people, eventually that energy is going to rub off of you and you're going to become a part of that energy. But you see, the difference is that a chosen person has got ability to heal. But everything starts with awareness. Awareness comes after an awakening. So any chosen person that you know, whether you do want it or not, you have got to go through some form of spiritual awakening. This is the awakening which gives you the awareness of what is going on around you. It gives you the awareness, a deeper awareness of people, places, things, events, and circumstances around you. Your eyes open up. Now you are able to understand what is going on in your own personal life. Now, the moment you wake, one of the things that comes to you is an awareness of the trauma that you've gone through as an individual. So now you start to embrace, or you start to prepare yourself for the healing journey to happen, because now you understand that healing is a necessity. For you to be able to ascend spiritually, there's healing work got to be done. Among the healing work that is going to be done will be the healing of your own personal trauma. Addictions are also connected to trauma. So when you're healing trauma, you'll come to a general awareness of what has exactly been holding you back over the years. Why were you never able to ascend? Why wouldn't you get life your way? Why wouldn't you become your greatest version? Why wouldn't some things happen for you That is simply because you have been going through long sessions of trauma, and that trauma has usually continuously kept you in a very low vibrational state, and you was never able to ascend into higher consciousness. Now that's when you start to understand the role that these addictions, which are a part of this trauma, have actually played in your own personal life. When I'm talking about chosen people, it sounds nice to be a chosen one. It is actually a nice thing to be a chosen one, because then now you understand who you are. Somewhere, somehow, you understand the role you have to play in this lifetime on the planet and the work that you need to do. It is not easy. It is not a walk in the park. I can promise you, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to realize one day that even healing in its own is a very long journey, is a very lengthy journey. You don't know when this whole thing is going to end. You have started, you're putting in the work, but you actually don't know when this whole thing is going to end. But you're still persisting because you really want to heal so that you can be able to become your greatest version. Now, when I'm talking about a chosen one, I'm not talking about a person who is like Jesus. You're not meant to be like Jesus. A lot of people think that, oh, because somebody says they're chosen, they are these angels. You're not an angel. You're not a Jesus, okay? You are not perfect. As a matter of fact, chosen people have gone through the worst traumatic experiences in their lives. That trauma was teaching you something. You see, your lifestyle was designed in that way so that you can be able to understand, understand, and overstand the things that you have already been dealing with, you have already dealt with in your past life. So in this lifetime, you're back here to tackle those things and make sure you get rid of past karma. So addictions are also connected, like I've said, to trauma, but it is also some karma that you have carried on from the past life. It was a part of your life, and now you came back to give yourself another chance to clear that karma. That is why the healing of a chosen one is one of the most intensive experiences. Because you see, why is it intensive? It's because those particular chosen people, they choose, they want this to happen. They choose to heal. There is very many people around you who don't want to heal. They don't want to heal. Healing is a lot of work. They have to wake up and change everything. The way they think about the world, the way they think about their family, the way they think about their jobs, even the way they think about themselves. They have gotten attached to certain things that they are really, really struggling. Actually, they don't even want to let it go. Now, how do you know that a person isn't going to do any work to heal, and they're not willing, they're not ready, they don't want to heal? Is when you are able to talk to a person about something that they are doing. It can be a way that they are living their lives. And instead of appreciating you, what they really do now, they start fighting with you. So they try to think that you're controlling their lives. Why are you controlling my life? Why do you put your nose too much into my business? Why do you want to tell me these things? I've already had those things before. They didn't work for them. So they are now fighting with you because you're telling them something that is very important in their lives and they really need to do. But you see, a chosen person, like I've said, they're not perfect. But every now and then you'll see them trying to make some adjustments. And sometimes it's even going to be a little bit difficult because you're already on your path. I know some chosen one who is online. You guys know I don't mention names. But they've been doing videos with a marijuana joint in their hands. And they're really doing it, okay? They're very deep into their path. They even have the following. But they've got a joint in their hands. They're smoking. So as a person who can look beyond the veil, I automatically know that this is like an addiction. This is something they have always been doing. But now we are talking about a chosen person who is actually presenting their own videos in their own car. In other words, they are homeless. So these addictions are connected to our life and are a result of the things that we have been going through as people, the circumstances that have been around us, the families that we have grown, sometimes the environments that we have been, it has usually been very hard. In this case, we'll be talking about a homeless person. I don't know how long they've been homeless. They jumped onto this path. The channel is doing well, but they could not let the joint go. So you see, as you come into your path, as you step into your path, chosen ones, the universe is going to bring to you these wounds, the things that have continuously wounded you over time. And the universe is going to open your eyes to understand the problems that you've already dealt with and the problems that you still need to deal with so that you can continue ascending into higher frequencies. So do not be shy about addictions, okay? Because you're chosen, don't try to come out as this perfect being. Don't try to put out that image that you're the most perfect being on the planet. Embrace your wounds, understand your trauma, embrace your addictions, understand that these addictions are being reflected back to you so that you can be able to sit down by yourself and now you can do the inner work to heal these addictions. Because at the end of the day, you're still going through a lot of cleansing, okay? The journey of spiritual evolution and growth, it requires a lot of spiritual cleansing, emotional cleansing, physical cleansing, every form of healing you can think about. You are doing everything that will help you to become your greatest version so that now you can ascend into higher frequencies. When I talk about chosen ones, again, I'm not talking about the most perfect beings on the planet. I'm simply talking about the individuals who have the ability to look at themselves in the mirror. They are able to understand that, okay, I no longer need this makeup, because when I do have this makeup, there is something, it changes the way I look. And it moves me very far away from my authentic version and deeper into my ego self. I no longer need this type of clothes because when I do wear these clothes, I feel a certain way and sometimes they lower my vibration. I no longer need this wig because when I do wear this wig, it blocks you from accessing higher frequencies because everything starts from the crown chakra, because the information downloads coming through the crown chakra. Now you're understanding that there are these wigs, you have been addicted to these wigs. All your life you have been wearing wigs for the last 20 years and you're really struggling. For the very first time, you're struggling to go outside there without a wig. It is something you've been used to, but you're trying to get, this healing done so that you can get rid of that particular addiction. So you get a general awareness of all the addictions that have been a part of you, and you start working on them one by one. The journey to become your greatest version, ladies and gentlemen, it is one of the most difficult journeys. I do not say this to scare you, but I simply want to prepare you so that you can understand that for you to become your best version is by understanding the things that have always kept you backwards and kept you behind to prevent you from becoming your greatest selves. So addictions, like I've said, is also one of the things you will deal with as a chosen one. It may be a little bit more intensive in the beginning, but as the time goes on, you're going to discover that you are tackling it one by one, step by step, and eventually you're going to get rid of a lot of addictions. And you can find sometimes not chosen people who don't even have only one. They have 2, 3, even sometimes maybe 4 addictions. These are things that you're working with. You're working with this trauma. You're working with this pain. You're working with these things that you can release, okay? Because post-awakening, the journey of evolution and growth is all about releasing the things that are no longer serving you. And this is not something that is done in one day. It is not done in 2 or 3 days. This is a journey. It takes a lot of time. Sometimes you may even find yourselves already on your path, but you're still struggling with these 1 or 2 addictions that you're trying to get rid of, because these addictions are very deep within your subconscious, and you're trying to get your subconscious aligned to that extent whereby these addictions can live, because it's all low frequency energy. Some of the things you're doing on that healing journey is why you see a lot of chosen people. They're raising your vibration. They're raising their vibration because at a very high vibration, it doesn't resonate with low frequency energies. So that's how sometimes by you raising your vibration, you're able to get rid of all these low vibrational energies and the things that are no longer working for your highest good. Embrace these addictions. The universe is showing you these addictions for a purpose. The universe wants you to learn. The universe wants you to know the things that you need to do as you're cleansing yourself to move towards the greatest version of you. Okay? So chosen ones, I know that there's 1 or 2 or 3 of you out there. you have got an addiction or two. Embrace this addiction, okay? Work on it day by day. Educate yourself on how to get rid of a particular addiction. You can actually go and get some help if you have to. If you're a person who can heal on your own, do it on your own. If you cannot heal on your own, go and seek some help. There's no problem with taking some therapy if you're trying to get rid of an addiction. Some people can do this on their own, like I've said. Some people need an extra hand to help them maneuver this healing process. So you guys know, I do love and appreciate your support. I'm sure that many of you resonate with this video. Chosen ones, let us know in the comment. Leave us a comment and let us know what is your views. If you would like to book a session, maybe you want to donate or support my channel, all the links you need, you will find them in the description below. And until then, I'll catch you guys in my next one. There's almost signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.